I know why they have to do it. They have to do it because some notaries don't know what they're doing. Okay, let's just be clear. Y'all know this. If you don't know, if you one of them notaries just trying to learn in Facebook, you need to be in mentorship. Let's just be real. So they send out 2 or 3 pages worth of instructions, and heaven forbid you miss something. And I'm sitting here like, that's a lot. It's a lot of pressure, right? I'd rather you just send it out and I make a mistake, but we don't want to make mistakes. But anyway, by the time they send you 2 or 3 pages, and then it was like you got to send it back, you got to do scan backs before you can ship it out. And then once they give you the approval, it's kind of like an ASAP. You need to go ship it out. Well, excuse me, I'll get to it when I can get to it now, because I had reserved this time for your signing and your company, and now you're trying to rush me, and I got other signings over here. So I will take your package to UPS, but you said don't worry about it, right? So I haven't gotten paid. I just did it on Sunday. No, Monday. I did it on Monday. It was scheduled for Sunday, but the client was like, I got to go to church. I was reading the notes from the last person who was supposed to do it and couldn't do it. And signer was like, I got to go to church on Sunday. So she told me the same thing. She said Monday would be better. So I went and did it on Monday. So it was all good. Let me see the comments. So did you get paid, Shannon? That's what I want to know, Shannon B. Terry says, I've been making jewelry and I put in my LLC. I love doing it. Kimmi, give me 3 or 4 of your favorite colors. Oh no. Oh, Terry, see, I love me some hot pink. I love me some red. I'm more a hot pink person. But clearly I got some red today. So I like red too. That's my other color. Red, hot pink. Something like that. Hey Notary fam, it's Kimmi. I am here to let you know, just in case you have not heard about the Notary Business Coaching Success Program. We meet weekly. We talk about your notarial duties, how to do an acknowledgement, how to do a jurat, how to administer an oath, everything you've been asking for. And guess what else is included? Unlimited access to all of my trainings that will also include ink fingerprinting, trust/estate documents, learn how to properly execute a trust. Don't forget, we also have the private community, like-minded notaries who have been trained by me. Check out my book that I've written for each state, How to Start Your Notary Business in Alabama, California. You get the point. Wherever you're located, there's a book for your state. Well, hopefully I'll see you soon over in training. Notary Educators, LLC. We got you covered. Bye. And white goes with everything black, so I'm pretty simple. But let's see. Shannon B says, I got paid, but I had to reach out twice. For real? So did you have to invoice them? Because I didn't send them an invoice. Mine came through signing order. Typically through signing order, you don't have to do an invoice. Did you have to invoice them? And you had to send them 2 emails? Is that what you're telling me? How long did it take? How long overall was the process to get paid? Because if it's typically within that 30 to 45, net 30, net 45, I don't trip out. But we start going into 90 days, then your girl gonna have a problem. Let me know. And for those of you who may be new, net 30, net 45 means the amount of time that signing companies typically will pay. So if you do a signing today, that's what people don't like about signing companies. You do a signing today, and it takes 60 days later to get paid normally. Now, honestly, I don't work with those kind of companies anymore. When I first started, I had a couple that was like net 60, net 90. That's kind of rare nowadays because people don't play about their money. So typically now they pay within 30 days. And honestly, the people I work with pay within like 2 weeks, 2 weeks after the closing. I have one company right now that pays about like a net 30. And guess what? Y'all don't even believe me. I had a job I did back in July, and I kept saying to myself, they didn't pay me. I knew they didn't pay me, and I kept saying to myself, they did not pay me. And sure enough, I was going to look at it, let it go, because I was just so busy, right? Because I couldn't spell the company's name right. That was the problem. And for some reason, I just didn't have a record of it. So then They sent out another signing. I said, that's the ones I think owe me some money. So I'm looking and I couldn't find it. I saw nothing. I saw where I sent the invoice. And that was only after the person at the company asked me. They said, did you send us an invoice? And I was like, maybe I didn't, because I never got the money. And I said, well, can you just send me something showing that you paid me? And then they asked me, they pushed back on me, hey, can you see if you sent us an invoice? So when I went to look, I did send the invoice. I do not recall getting paid. They never did reach back out and say that they paid me. And what made me question it, they would have gotten away with it. And I don't think they were trying to be slick. I really don't. Now, I'll find out. They're supposed to pay me December 6th. Y'all remind me and ask me, did that company pay me? They're supposed to pay me around December 6th. Because what happened, the reason I even thought about it, that they didn't pay me, because I did the job in July. In August, the end of August, they sent out something saying, hey, we're running behind something or another, da-da-da. We'll pay you with September 15th. And I don't recall getting a check. So that was a red flag for me because it took so long. Typically, companies don't say, well, you were supposed to get paid last month, but we're going to have to stretch it out another month. That's when I was like, I don't think they paid me. So when I reached out, like I said, they had me to prove that I sent them the invoice, which I did send it. I wasn't sure at first. Let's see. Shannon B says it takes them 60 days. And now they pay the Friday, Saturday after the 60 days. Well, that's okay as long as they're going to pay me. So did you respond to them before 60 days? Because I didn't even read the agreement, and most of us do not. When you accept these jobs on signing order and SnapDocs and all that, the company's agreement is there. And it probably says net 90. And I just take the job. I'll be honest with you. I ain't looking at it and saying, okay, when they going to pay me? Because, once you start doing so many signings, like, it take a minute for them to add up. So I've been doing signings now for years, right? But when I first started, I was really diligent about my money. But then as you start doing them, you realize, well, this ain't coming for 2 months. This one ain't coming for 3 months. And you kind of just have it up here. I do use Notary Gadget for those of you who may be watching. How do you keep up with your money? I do Notary Gadget, but again, sometimes you get busy. You got this signing, right? I had to schedule 3 appointments before I did my mentorship thing tonight. And that was a beast. I got to call this person back and then call this person. You're on the phone. So even before you go out, you got to get the assignment. Then you got to print the docs. Then you got to call the client. Then, it's a process. So it's a lot going on. So sometimes the most important piece of it, getting paid, kind of get away from you. So I did not read the agreement. So with cloud signings, but I just figure I'll get it within 60 to 90 days. Let's see what else. So Shannon says, and they are still in my debt. Ronnie says, Ronnie, does cloud signings owe you money too? And if so, how long ago did you do the signing? I'm just curious. How long? How long ago did you do that signing? Terry says, I'm still waiting to get paid from a couple more. The one on Monday was for $20, but I counted with $50 and they said yes. That's what I do too, girl. I ain't taking a $20 signing. I'm not taking a $20 signing. I'll do it for $50. I'll do $50. 50 times 10, guys, is $500 for those who are doing the math. Are we mathing? 50 times 10 is 500. 500 times 4 is 2,000 a month. Okay? So I'm all about the big picture. I'm about the big picture. Numbers. We all put a little bit in. I do a few more. Now, some people will say, nah, I'd rather have $100 per signing and do 10 signings. That's $1,000. And I get you. I would too. But if that's not what they're sending out, and they only sending out 50, and I really want to make my money for the month, I'm going to do 50 times 5, 50 times 10, times whatever, times, and come up with my money.